So the next problem is x of n is equal to 0.5 power n u of n plus 2 power n u of u minus n minus 1. You want to find the discrete time Fourier transform. So first write the formula. So what is our x of n value? Write x of n value here. X of n value இங்க எழுதணும். இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும், தனித்தனியாக செப்பரேட்டாக எழுது, மல்டிப்ளை பண்ணு. ஸோ சமேஷன் n is equal to minus infinity to infinity 0.5 the whole power n u of n e power minus t omega n plus here summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity 2 power n u of n minus n 1 e power minus j omega n. ஸோ நமக்கு இப்போ 2 terms கிடச்சிருக்கு. ஓகே, ஸோ இப்போ என்ன பண்ணணும், u of n, what is u of n? U of n value is 1 when n greater than 0. So n is equal to 0 to infinity, value is 0 to infinity. So here 0.5 the whole power n e power minus j omega n. Here what is the value? So listen, the value is u of minus n minus 1 value is 1 when, what is the value? Minus n minus 1 should be greater than or equal to 0. That is minus n is greater than or equal to 1. So n is, so இங்க minus இருக்குது, அப்போ positive values எப்படி இருக்கும்? Less than or equal to minus n இருக்கும். Okay, so less than or equal to minus n னா minus infinity லேருந்து minus 1 வரைக்கும் இந்த வேல்யூ வந்து 1 இருக்கும். புரிஞ்சுதா? less than n வேல்யூ வந்து less than minus 1. அப்போ minus 1 கீழே இருக்கிற வேல்யூஸுக்கு தான் u of minus n minus 1 வேல்யூ வந்து 1. Okay, so minus infinity to 1. So here we got x summation 0 to infinity, rearrange the term, the whole power n. Here you can write this summation as, you can change this summation. When you change the summation, the summation minus infinity to minus 1, 1 to infinity change பண்ணிங்கன்னா here the n value sign எல்லாம் change ஆகும். n value minus infinity to minus 1, 1 to infinity change பண்ணுறோம். So இங்க n பாசிட்டிவாக இருக்கிறதெல்லாம் நெகட்டிவாக மாறும். Okay, so you will get 2 power minus 1, and here e power j omega the whole power n, here from 1 to infinity. So what is the next step? So what is our formula? No, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n is 1 by 1 minus a, and summation n is equal to 1 to infinity a power n is, the formula is a by 1 minus a. Okay, so now substitute these two formula here, so we will get this value. Okay, what is 2 power minus 1 by 2? 1 by 2 ka value is 0.5. So 0.5 rearrange பண்ணி next take the LCM. LCM எடுக்கும்போது என்ன value கிடைக்கும்? 1 minus 0.5 e per j omega plus 0.5 j omega into இந்த value. Okay, so multiply பண்ணும்போது எனக்கு வரும் 0.5 per j omega, 0.5 into 0.5 is 0.25. ரெண்டே multiply பண்ணி எழுதிக்கோங்க. So these two terms get cancelled. We will get 1 minus 0.25. So here e power j omega minus e power minus j omega is e power j omega minus j omega, that is 0. e power 0 is 1. Okay, so 1 minus 0.25 common term எல்லாம் cancel பண்ணிக்கோங்க. So you will get 1 minus 0.25 in denominator also. Here what is the value? 1. Here also it become e power 0. So 1 plus 0.25 is 1.25 minus 0.5 e power 2 common arca term எடுக்கணும். Okay, so now we will get here 0.75, here 1.25 minus 0.5 into 2, the value is 1. So the answer is 0.75 divided by 1.25 minus cos omega. Can you understand? Okay, so the next problem is x of n is equal to a power magnitude of n. Okay, so what is the value of magnitude of n? Magnitude of n ன்னு அர்த்தம் என்னது? value minus n. எப்போனா minus infinity to 0 the value is minus n. Positive n எப்போனா 1 to infinity க்கு positive n value. Okay, so now we are writing summation n is equal to minus infinity to infinity, write the value. So minus infinity to 0 க்கு minus n, 1 to infinity க்கு value வந்து plus n. அப்படிதானே? minus infinity to 0 magnitude of n க்கு value வந்து minus n, 1 to infinity க்கு value வந்து என்னது? positive value. Okay, and now here also the same method as we have seen previously, that is 0 to infinity 1 to infinity formula apply பண்ணிக்கோங்க. summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n, what is the formula? 1 by 1 minus a. Yes, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n, what is the formula? a by 1 minus a. So same formula, and next take the LCM, cancel the common term, so we'll get the answer as 1 minus a squared by 1 plus a squared minus 2a cos omega. Okay, so Same procedure as that of we do in the previous problem. Okay. And the next problem is x of n is equal to sin n pi by 2 into u of n. Okay. So x of n value is sin n pi by 2. So what is sin n pi by 2? You can write sin theta as e power j theta minus e power minus j theta by 2j. Okay. So you are writing in this form. Given sin n pi by 2, you are writing in this form. U of n is given. So what is u of n? It is applicable only when n is greater than 0. Up in the summation value, we change 0 to infinity. Up the u of n value 1. Okay. So here we are separating this term. Let us take 1 by 2j constant term outside, e power j n pi by 2 into e power minus j omega n. And then e power minus j n pi by 2 e power minus j omega n. Okay, separate பண்ணிட்டு you can take this common term, that is power n. Okay, power n வெளியே எடுத்துரு. அப்போ you will get the form summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n. What is the formula? Summation n is equal to 0 to infinity a power n formula is 1 by 1 minus a. Formula apply பண்ணணும். So you will next take the LCM எடுத்து காமனாக இருக்கிற terms எல்லாம் multiply பண்ணிக்கோ. So next, after rearranging this, you will get here also this the form e power j theta minus e power minus j theta is 2j sin theta. Okay, so 2j sin theta. So you will get the value 2j get cancelled and you will get the answer e power minus j omega by 1 plus e power minus 2j omega. Okay. And the next problem is 1 by 2 the whole power n minus 1 u of n minus 1. Okay. So you can write this 1 by 2 the whole power n minus 1 as what is the value? 1 by 2 the whole power. You can write 1 by 2 the whole power n minus 1 as 1 by 2 the whole power n into 1 by 2 the whole power minus 1. Okay. So what is this value? 1 by 2 you know 0.5 the whole power n. So what is 1 by 2 the whole power n? That is 2 power 1. Correct. 1 by 2 the whole power n is 2. It is reverse value. 2 value. Okay. So you can write this value as 2 into 1 by 2 the whole power n. Okay. So you can take 2 as common. And now u of n minus 1 is when it is applicable. U of n minus 1 is equal to 1 when n greater than 1. So 1 to infinity. Okay. Now 2 n is 1 from 1 to infinity. So 0.5 here common term the whole power n. Okay. Whole power n, that is a power n is what is the value? A power n. What is the formula? Apply the formula here. Summation n is equal to 1 to infinity. 1 to infinity a power n formula is a by 1 minus a. So substitute the formula. Here a value is 0.5 e power minus j omega. 1 minus 0.5 e power j omega. So you get the answer e power minus j omega into 1 minus 0.5 e power minus j omega. Okay, so it is the answer. So another one problem is they have given x of n as 1, minus 1, 2, 2. So discrete values are கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. இது வரைக்கும் they have given us the a power n u of n or del of n 0.5 power n u of n. Okay, in this form they have given the value. So here they have given the form question as the number form, that is 1, minus 1, 2, 2. So you can separate this value. So you can take this value as when n is equal to 0. Here n is equal to 1, here n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3. So if they give arrow mark, suppose the question is in the form 1, minus 1, 2, 2, arrow inga kuduthirundanga, this value is n is equal to 0. Okay. So here they didn't give the arrow. So nama first value la irundhe idu n is equal to 0 nu eduthikalam. So this is n is equal to 0, this n is equal to 1, n is equal to n is equal to 3. Okay. So the n value ranges from 0 to 3. So summation n is equal to 0 to 3 x of n e power minus j omega n is equal to 0 வா இருக்கும்போது x of n க்கு value என்னவா இருக்கு 1. Okay, so x of 0 ka value, so now first substitute n is equal to 0, next substitute n is equal to 1, next place substitute n is equal to 2, next place substitute n is equal to 3. Okay, so in the kuduthirukka x of n e power minus j omega n la first n is equal to 0, next n is equal to 1, next n is equal to and next n is equal to 3 substitute pannan. So after substituting you will get the answer. What is x of 0 value? X of 0 is 1. What is x of 1 value? This value is 1. What is x of 1 value? Minus 1. What is x of 2 value? 2. What is x of 3 value? 2. Okay, so substitute all the value, you will get the answer 1 plus e power minus j omega plus 2 e power minus 2 j omega plus 2 into e power minus 3 j omega. Okay, so it is the answer.